So imagine what if you could answer the same incident investigation with up to 67% fewer tokens and 80% fewer tool calls. That is exactly what Coral. I'll be showing you a live demo in just a minute, but before that, let me just talk about briefly how I came up to this idea. So I joined the hackathon a bit late, honestly, and I was just tinkering about with Coral to see what it is all about. Then I joined the onboarding meeting that was held with the co-founders, and one thing that they said really stuck to me. Their core vision about AI efficiency. So eliminating all the necessary overhead tool calls by all the agents that do it today. So after that, I started paying, closer attention to what actually happens when Coral runs a query. What I noticed was if you see all these gray boxes and assume them to be the Coral sources, data log, everything, you know all about it. So whenever Coral runs a query, even for a simple question, it runs list and get commands to discover what all the sources are available, what all the tables are available, just to go ahead with the joins and getting the right context. But for me as a developer, most of my sources do remain the same most of the times. Even if I have to add a new one, it will be a pretty rare occasion. So most of the sources remain almost same for most of the developers. So all this discovering again and again is just a pure overhead for the agent and correlation. So that's where this idea of caching came into my mind that, but the traditional cache won't work because that would be just another source for Coral, right? So I thought of a semantic cache, sort of. So this will help Coral to understand what all the sources it has already gone through, but joins are very famous or most helpful where all the data resides in a more agent-friendly semantic way, right? So not it will not store the answer to a query, but it will have the knowledge about where to find what things. So before getting everything, it will have an idea where it should look for. So it's a semantic cache system for Coral. So it has some layers, if you see here. These four layers help to generate a catalog, optimized catalog. So the first two or three steps will list down all the raw tables, data available, the joins and all. But after that, it will add semantic annotations to where what resides. And then after that, it will compress all of that and make compressed, optimized catalog for the agent to refer to. So it has a very less overhead and also it helps agent to discover things fast without all the overhead of going through each and every source. So uh, let's see, these are the files that are generated after the optimization step, which are human readable and also friendly with the agent, obviously. Let's see a live demo. So this is a UI that I just cooked up to showcase the importance of this catalog. You can select the models here. I'll go with Grok, and this is our query for now. To investigate a SSO login incident that happened, and it will go through all the sources it is provided with. So if you see below, we have all these matrix tokens and prompt. So all these are taken directly from the models that we are running through their metadata, so that the results are genuine and unbiased, and to showcase how much catalog really helps Coral and with caching. Let's wait for the results. Okay, so as you can see, on every metrics, like the tokens it used, the tool calls it made, and the answer it was able to come up with, you can see what all Coral tools were called in the background in each of the test case. But this pretty much paints a clear picture that how much important a caching mechanism is for Coral and all these AI agents, especially with this discovery. So the way I think about this is Coral Catalog is to Coral what a query planner is to a database. A database doesn't run a full table scan every time you query, right? It uses indexes. So Coral Catalog is that index layer for AI agents. The core idea is pretty simple. Agents should spend tokens on answers, not on discovering where to look. That's what Coral Catalog does. Thank you.